Al's been busy all day at the computer, checking out the facts, the figures, the information. He's got his awards here.
Yeah.
You're all keyed up about this.
Well, when I was a writer, I used to get votes, so I don't get votes now, so I just pretend to by creating these awards that we do each year. So here's our All-NBA first team, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, what he's done this year, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, still the best scorer in the game. He's allowing his numbers to go down playing on the team he's playing on. And Nikola Jokic, you could argue maybe Joel Embiid, but I'm telling you what he means for his team and what he's done this year for the Nuggets makes him All-NBA first team. So, who's MVP? It's got to be Antetokounmpo. Now look, if this was strictly based on stats, you could argue
I don't see how you can go with this. How do you not?
Because if you just use stats, Russell Westbrook would be, because he's averaging a triple-double.
What about Harden, though, with the
James
numbers?
Harden is putting up good numbers, 7 triple-doubles, yes. 9 50-point games, yes. Let's talk about Giannis, though. A 60-win team, the best PER in the NBA, top 3 in points per game, 6th in rebounding. He's one of the best in the effective field goal percentage, number 1 in defensive rating. He is your MVP, best player in the best team.
I don't know about that one.
Rookie of the year, Luka Doncic, a 19-year-old. By the way, 7 triple-doubles. That's the same as James Harden on this season, averaging over 20 a game, 43, 33, 72 slash line. You want to argue Trae Young? I'll tell you that Trae did it for about half the season. Doncic has done it for the entire season, and he is your Rookie of the Year, an outstanding young player that the Mavericks are excited about going forward because of what he can be, and that's everything for this franchise. Sixth Man of the Year, once again, Lou Williams. This guy is a closer. I mean, enter Sandman. Play the music when he enters the game in the fourth quarter because he has the second most points in the fourth quarter of any NBA player not named James Harden. He gets it done. Plus 163 in the fourth quarter as well. The only player not on the Bucks to be in the top 6. 20 points a game, great in the fourth quarter, off the bench and leading a team that doesn't have a star, but he closes games for a team without a star, and they're in the playoffs. Some others, Rudy Gobert, number 1 in everything defensively. He is the stopper for the Jazz. You can argue a few other names there, Paul George being one. Gobert's got the numbers. I'm giving D'Angelo Russell most improved because at the start of the season, we thought he was a lottery bust and he was done. What he's become this year is an all-star and a guy leading his team to the playoffs. And speaking of which, Kenny Atkinson has done more with less than any other coach in the NBA, and he deserves Coach of the Year. And yes, I'm biased. I went to high school with him.
All right, Pascal Siakam, obviously, D'Angelo Russell for that.
Siakam was already a known commodity coming off the bench for a playoff Raptors team. So you can make the argument that he's improved.
Was a lottery pick.
But he was also a bust that was traded. You know, so you've got to give him that award. Now, you can say Doc Rivers for Coach of the Year, but again, when you think about the rosters and the injuries, you think about what Kenny Atkinson's done with that franchise. He deserves it.